I am starting to hear about the creative more and more and more. And you tie that to the guy puts himself all over everything. Yeah. And I'm telling you, bro, I think people are going to start turning on him going into 2026. I really, really do.
All right, let's talk about Jimmy Uso making quite a bold comment about his brother's entrance. He said, "You see, he's got the hottest intro in the game. I sit here today and never thought it would get bigger than The Undertaker. Yeah, I said it. I thought his entrance would never get bigger than The Rock. Yeah, I said it." So, of course, he's not going to be like, yeah, I think I like The Undertaker and The Rock's entrance more than my brother's. Bold statement, though. What do you think about that, Vince?
It's his brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Taker and The Rock ain't going to hold it against him because it's his brother. Exactly. If it wasn't his brother, I think we got a different story here. But, they're not going to have a problem with that just because it's his brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. They're twin brothers, so they're the same age. And so it's not like Jimmy is, he's, I think probably a few minutes older or something like that. But as far as he's not his older brother, he's older in twin years, in twin minutes, but not as far as years are concerned. But here's the thing. He's not like at a stage of, I'm looking at my younger brother and I'm like, the elder here. What is it about Jimmy Uso? A lot of people think he has a better promo. A lot of people think he has better just natural charisma. What is it about Jimmy Uso that hasn't received the type of opportunity to be pushed like his brother?
It's real simple, Chris. His criminal record.
Both of them records. Though.
Yeah, but
they
Jimmy
have DUI records.
Jimmy has several hits on his record. I believe Jimmy's got a lot more than Jay. I would definitely think, bro, that's got a lot to do with it. I would definitely think that, because I'm with you. I think Jimmy has not only that, bro. He's got just as much charisma as Jay. On top of that,
I would argue more.
Yeah, and he's married to Naomi, so you got that little package going on there. But I would think it might be the checkered past. I might
really think. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. He's been free and clear, for a long time now. I do understand, the psychology or the philosophy behind why someone wouldn't want to make him a main event star because of his past. He's more prone, to get hit again, and that could really, that's a terrible PR move that your world champion just got hit again repeatedly for another driving alcohol violation. So it's like, but at the same time, it's like, it's been a while now. And so I think he's got I think he understands the assignment when it comes to not drinking and driving anymore.
I'm looking up, I just want to look up Jimmy Uso's criminal record just to see. I'm just bringing it up to see if we can kind of see what's on the Jimmy Uso's DUI arrest in timeline of top stars. Jimmy Uso arrested for DUI again. Jimmy DUI criminal records are public. God, I'm looking for something that gives us a history. Yeah, Chris, we're going back to 2021. That was the last time.
Yeah.
It was 4 years ago, but let's see.
It's been a while. And Jay, I think, was dinged around that time too.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see if it says anything about it. This marks the third time Uso has been arrested since 2019, and the second time he has been accused of drunk driving during that stretch. So this was 2019. The third time. So he's
Jay
got
in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So 3 for Jimmy and 1 for Jay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I think that's what it is. But again, let's be totally clear, bro. The last time it happened was, what did we say, 4 years ago.
Yeah,
So
I mean, almost 5.
Let's be clear about
going on
that.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm like.
And let's also make it clear, Dr. Chris and I are not holding that against him. Bro, I swear to God, if anybody ever went down the list of the WWE Hall of Famers, come on, Chris, stop it.
100%. 100%, man.
Exactly. So
yes, I mean, Austin's been, hit with the, driving by.
So I threw that out there because I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer, so I'm just throwing that out there,
And like I said, I mean, it was 4, soon to be 5 years ago. So I think at this point, they get the picture that he's serious about, his spot. And it just doesn't seem like they're giving him a fair chance.
Is Jimmy more injury prone than Jay? What's their history of injuries?
Jimmy was out he was out for a long time when the whole Roman thing. That's the reason why Jay got the opportunity that he did in the very beginning, because Jimmy was out for a while. And there was one time they kept Jay off, and there was another time they put Jay as a right-hand man with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And so then he came back doing the cage match, and he threw in the towel, and he was injured. And so, yeah, I mean, but it's still been a while since he's been gone from injury too, though. So, yeah. I mean, he's been, clean bill of health for a while now.
Let me ask you this. Especially, bro, because we get glimpses inside on that Unreal show. That's why I like that Unreal show, because they think they're working us and they're exposing themselves. That's what I love about it. I kind of get the feeling, bro, that Jay is more controllable than Jimmy. When I watch that Unreal show, like, they can get in Jay's head. They can rattle Jay's confidence. They could think that they could make Jay believe that he's not all that. You can see that in that show. And Jimmy just comes across as like just a little, he almost does come across as an older brother. He does come across as a little bit more confident and a little bit more of, you're not going to get in my head. And Jay looks like he's very, very, he can be manipulated. That's, compared to Jimmy. So maybe that plays into it. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that could definitely be the case. You would know more than me. I only watched the first episode of Unreal. Yeah. So, I mean, I watched clips, of other stuff. But yeah, I mean, that definitely can be the case. It just doesn't seem as if, I don't know. I think about things from a business standpoint, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's not how they look at it in wrestling, bro. They don't. Chris, if they were looking at wrestling from a business point of view, half of those people would not be on the roster.
Yeah, that's true, man. And my thing is, if you got money on the table, man, what are you doing?
I'm with you, bro.
I am,
Chris. Chris, can I make another bold prediction?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Where's my thing? Hold on. Where's my Hold on, Chris.
There you go.
Chris, I think we are really going to see the fan base start to turn on Triple H. I really think we're going to start to see that, because I just, bro, when I used to hear a lot about the product, it was Russo's brand. They hear me review the product, and then a lot of them echo what I say. I am hearing it now outside of Russo's brand. I am starting to hear about the creative more and more and more. And you tie that to the guy puts himself all over everything. Yeah. And I'm telling you, bro, I think people are going to start turning on him going into 2026. I really, really do.
So when you say fans, you know, the IWC is so much of the voice.
I'm not talking IWC, bro. I'm talking about, bro. I'm taking the Coach and Bro show. You know, me and Jonathan Coachman, bro. Those are wrestling fans. That is not internet wrestling community. Those are people that know the Coach when he was on TV. They even watch the Coach from ESPN. They watch the Coach with his betting lines. This is a general. This is much more general. Yeah. And the comments about the product every week. And it's not really the product. It's, I haven't watched wrestling since. That's what a lot of it is. Yes.
I hear that a lot. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, because I was going to ask, you know, if it's the IWC.
No, it's not. It's not. No.
Yeah, but if it's a general, you know, base of wrestling fans, and to your point, I've heard that quite a bit too. I haven't watched wrestling since, and there's been a huge dip of interest after Netflix too. You know, I mean, after the premiere, like there were so many celebrities that were like, "Yeah, we were there," and it was that, hey, you can't. It was that FOMO effect. You can't miss it. Let's have this moment. This is the Netflix special. And then you don't hear any of those celebrities, you know, talk about. I was just watching. I listen to sports radio all the time, daily, you know, because, you know, I'm a big college football fan. So I was listening to sports radio, and one of the hosts said Triple X, and he was like, "Isn't that a wrestler?" And someone was like, and the other host was like, "Yeah," and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh no, wait a minute, it's Triple H." I mean, that's basically what the public thinks about pro wrestling. It's like, "Oh, you Triple X, Triple H," you know what I mean? But the thing is, there's so many people that are in the bubble that live, breathe, eat, sleep wrestling. That's like, how dare you call him Triple X? You know what I mean? And so I'm glad that you differentiated those type of fans from just general fans. And so there's definitely a difference.